stranger friend, what are you doing next Saturday? Hopefully your answer was nothing, because we are still in the middle of a pandemic, which means that you are free to come not celebrate with us for Melissa's not birthday party. You heard that right. Next Saturday, February 13th, we are not celebrating Melissa's 44th year of life with an Imperfect Strangers Zoom party. It is $20 at the door. You can shoot that money into Venmo at Imperfect Strangers Podcast or PayPal, bs.strangers@gmail.com. We are giving away a prize at this party. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you missed the company holiday party back in December, this is your opportunity to get in here and party with your stranger friends, see everybody face to face, the people that you see every Monday night at the live and in the Facebook group. It's going to be a good time. We hope that you can join us in not celebrating. And with that, here's the episode.
Okay, so wait a second. You spent the weekend at your mom's house, so you had a change of scenery.
Yeah. She told me, well, a week ago, 2 weeks ago now, week and a half, whatever. She was like trying to ease me out of my COVID socialization restrictions. And I was trying to explain how I'm not trying to go into a restaurant and have a meal, and how I'm not sad about it. We get takeout. I'm still enjoying, my life. But I don't feel the need to go into a restaurant. I draw the line where I can go into public spaces as long as I'm wearing a mask and I can keep my distance and I do not take my mask off or touch my face or touch, whatever. I'm okay. It's the whole sitting in a room full of people with their hot breath, talking, eating, that I can't handle. So
why do the breath gotta be hot?
Because it's always hot. It's hot. It's so gross. Other people's breath is gross.
I know. Oh God. Especially when you're at a graduation and it's a gathering of older people. Someone's breath is gonna be tangy as fuck.
It smells like
I hate that
mothballs.
shit. I hate that shit.
I do too. So as I finish my dissertation on why I still will not go to a restaurant in a pandemic, my mom was like, well, I have to tell you something. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. She's like, I had COVID in November.
Wow.
I'm sorry, it's the end of January and you're just telling, well, I didn't want you to worry. I knew you'd worry. And I was like, of course I would worry. Also, what a rude awakening it would be if you all of a sudden were in a hospital and you live an hour and a half away. What the fuck? So, now armed with the fact that, Gigi had COVID.
So now she got them antibodies and baby girl is alive.
Yeah. So
because
I
that's
figured,
what happens. People get the antibodies and all of a sudden the protocols be out the window.
Well, she's still wearing her mask and
of course
still eating in a restaurant.
Well, she can eat in a restaurant now because she's less scared.
I guess so.
But that B117 don't give a shit that you had that shit.
Correct. So anyways, I was like, well, let me just invite myself down to your house then, because the kids had a half day on Friday. And I thought, well, I'll just pick them up from school. We'll go down, we'll spend the night, and we'll come back on Saturday. And so we did. She was like, would you want to go bowling? I was like, no. We're literally going to be up in your house for 24 hours. My kids are going to eat all of your snacks, and then we'll leave. And that's that.
Right, and you're going to be in the one spare room with Chris. You guys are going to be each on the separate ends of the couch looking at your phones.
He didn't even come because he could not.
Good for him!
Yeah, he couldn't take off work. He was actually trying because there is a store that's part of their franchise or whatever that's down there. And so he was like, well, maybe I could work it out to like, I would go down and do a store visit. And I was like, don't even sweat it. Stay here, watch scary movies, hang out in the hot tub, and just like repay me at some point with like getting the children out of my face for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So no, we went down and
I thought you were going to hang out with him. Drop the kids off and you come home and hang out with Chris in the hot tub and drive her all up to Partition, please.
Oh, no. I think my mom after 24 hours was like, get out. Because, you know,
all
the kids were bored.
All that and only 24 hours she can handle?
Well, the kids were bored. Like usually in non-COVID times, we go down there and Louisville's a fun place to be. There's nice things to do in good weather. Like there's nice places to go shopping. There's places to visit, things to do. Like, we went down for the day this summer, and there was this beautiful restaurant. We ate outside. It was just like miles and miles of like picnic tables in this like beautiful wooded area. You like go up and you place your order outside, and then you go pick up your food. It was like fried chicken and all kinds of good stuff. So we did that. We walked across the footbridge that went from Indiana to Louisville. So there's nice stuff to do when you don't have to worry about catching the Rona. But literally we showed up at 4:00 on Friday. We made pizzas with the kids and watched movies. And the kids played on their devices. They took baths. They took showers. And then they just asked for things to eat constantly. And she's like, why are they always hungry? And I was like, they have nothing to do. So
that's what there is to do.
Right.
I just had to order Costco in a blizzard because there are, when the snack ratio is like 2 snacks and it's the snacks that nobody really wants anymore. Like, I don't want those pretzel rods.
Right.
I'm sick of Goldfish. So, I gotta re-up on them. You're tired of Oreos? Well, there's still so many Oreos.
Right.
You had to re-up on the Lay's. You had to re-up on the fucking Tates. Like, so anyway, you looked really cute on the Monday Night Live. So I was like, wow, leaving her house for 24 hours got this motherfucker turned.
I applied self-tanner. So I am now currently slightly bronzed and curled my hair yesterday. My mom gave me a sweatshirt she no longer wanted anymore. So that's what I was wearing last night on the live. I got dressed. Shit, I might even get dressed and do my hair again today. Later.
For?
Nothing.
Okay, so you're saying leaving the house for 20 hours does a body good. It does a mind good.
It was just nice to not like be here because we're always here.
Okay, well, where can I go? Because my fucking mentals are in the fucking dumpster.
Well, how long will it take you to get from Long Island to Louisville? Linda has 2 spare bedrooms. So
and
somebody
the antibodies.
And the antibodies.
Yeah. I got to figure out cuz it's being inside the same house for a year, it'll do a number on your mentals.
Would you do like what if you did an Airbnb within
Absolutely
like an
not.
hour? No. Okay.
I can't touch it. I can't trust it. With Sal's cleaning, no.
Yeah.
Who touched all this shit in here? Absolutely not. No. This toilet, those plumes, those COVID plumes. No. We're not. We're
Okay.
not doing that.
What about JJ is as strict as you are? Could you go stay with JJ for a day?
I have been thinking about that. I wanted to spend the day with JJ without my kids, right? I was going to trust Shalom to watch the girls, but JJ is like 2 hours away, and then it would be a 2-hour drive. So that now we're talking about 4 hours. And Justin's like, I don't feel comfortable leaving the girls alone that long. So then I said, well, how about you just don't come? And that didn't go over that well. So, so you just gonna have a little vacation and I'm gonna be here? Yes. So then Justin was like, I have a better idea. Let's bring the kids, thus defeating the purpose.
Right. Of going away.
And like also, I want to hang out with JJ And my kids are lovely and my kids know how to act, but it's still work for me.
Yeah.
So we have to figure out a way that Justin can just be with his kids all day without me. And I can go do that, not in a snowstorm, because JJ lives in a glass house, and right now it's like he's in a beautiful snow globe, which would be very amazing to hang out in and smoke in and order food in and bake in and watch movies in and play interior decorator in, because he's got just pieces for days, and he's got furniture and storage. He's got fucking chairs from the 50s. He's got chairs from the 70s. What if we put this here? Like, it would be just, that's how me and him play.
Yeah.
So it would be great, except for that Justin wants to come, and Justin's his friend too. So when JJ and Melissa and Justin get together, it becomes JJ and Justin are hanging out, and Melissa's just in the cut back here playing Cooking Fever, because now they're talking about architecture and all this other shit. It happens all the time.
Could you take turns?
Well, here's the problem with that is, my driving Miss Daisy ass. I'm not going to make it all the way to Connecticut 2 ways. I mean, I would be willing to do it. I would, but if I'm going to do that, I got to stay overnight.
Yeah, but then just do that.
But Justin Beck ain't. I can already 24 hours. Oh my God. 24 hours with the kids? That's insane. So, but I do need it. I need it.
Yeah, you deserve.
Do I? I deserve. I need it. I'm like,
why don't you, okay, so here's what you got to do. You have to work up the hard sell and explain how that time is integral to you filling your tank and how much more agreeable you will be when you come back. Because think about it. Like, think about that time pre-COVID when you got to go away and get your nails done and you got your hair done, or, you took the afternoon and you had lunch with your girlfriends and then went and did something fun, or you went out for the evening. Think about how you rode high on that experience for at least a couple days, and you were so much nicer.
And see, that actually might work, because me being nice is a very short window.
So Justin, give me this time. I need this. I have been here doing the hard work. I understand that you have been doing the hard work too, keeping the factory running. However, I need to fill back up my emotional cup, and I think 24 hours away would do that.
Well,
and I promise.
That would be great and everything, but here's the other thing. I would, just out of courtesy, because JJ's mother is elderly, I would take a test first, then sit around for 10 days, then go. Just because he has to see his mother. His father just passed, so he has to see his mother every other day or so. He brings her groceries, whatever, and also, is just, her emotional support. So I would wait a little while at least.
Yeah.
But springtime, that could be great, because, he could roll up. His house has an indoor-outdoors element where he could just roll up all them glass doors, and the next thing you know, we're half in and half out. I don't know. It would be nice, but I'm going to have to, I got to wait. Or just wait till his parents come home. Because they have part 1 of the vaccine. They'll get part 2 of the vaccine. My kids don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'll be like, y'all need to go to your grandparents' house.
Oh my God. How excited will they be?
Not Shalom, but the little ones will. Shalom will be like, they don't even have a Nintendo Switch. Like, what is the passcode?
She can bring her Switch with her. That's the whole point of the Switch, is it's portable. Shut up, Shalom. Go to your grandparents'
I know.
house.
These are lofty-ass goals. These are lofty-ass outside goals. Because, I've lost a lot of will to live. I'm not going to say that, I want to shut myself in the garage and, kickstart that fucking Audi. But, every day is fucking Groundhog's Day. It's Puxatawny Phil. There's no hair, there's no makeup, there's no eyeliner. The skin around my eyes has become more crepey than it's ever been, ever in life. And outfits, what? I'm looking forward to my fucking Imperfect Strangers not party. I'm like, what have I become? I want to go to my birthday party.
I want to sit on Zoom for 2 hours. Yeah.
I mean, it's because there's an outfit involved and an earring.
I know.
You know, maybe the fucking fireplace again. Who knows?
Anything's possible. I know. At Asha's birthday's this weekend, and I don't know if you remember last year, but it's like a 3-day extravaganza. It's outfits and themes and change of location. And today she was like, "You're not coming to any of my shit, are you?" And I was like, "It's all taking place in a restaurant." No.
Oh, so she just be living out loud too.
She is. She was really strict to start with, but yeah, but she can. She's young and she doesn't have kids, and she can afford to take that risk. I cannot.
Not the way her melanocytes are set up, but okay.
She was like, Nada is bringing out pork belly tacos just for my birthday. And I was like, it's my favorite. It's so good. You come to Cincinnati, I'll take you to Nada. It's delicious. But I was like, I can't in a restaurant. I'm sorry.
Oh no, baby. My Marlene too. She doesn't even really want to be talking to me. Because, you know, we'll be having casual conversation, and then, you know, something that sounds normal, non-pandemic, but ain't, will come up, and then she is not trying to hear me. She is like, okay, girl, let me go.
I wish I had that. There are so many people I know that are living their lives like nothing's going on, and I wish it would be so nice, but I can't. And I'm doing more than I ever thought that I would, just like being in the gym and stuff, but I feel better masked than not. I can't be around people not masked.
Correct. Marlene has people in her house. Marlene goes on airplanes. What? Shit, Kira be at brunch, honey. Outfits.
Really?
Outfits. In Florida, in COVID-ass Florida. That's even crazier.
Absolutely not.
Florida is like Wuhan at the start of this shit to me.
Yeah. Florida in its best days is suspect. I love Florida. I love going to Florida and visiting. I love coming home from Florida and not having to live there anymore. And just throw that pandemic on it.
So it's gonna be. It's fine. Whatever. If I get, who cares?
Did your mom get her second dose of the vaccine?
Yep. Mercy is 100% inoculated.
She
and
feels
feeling
good?
great. No side effects. She had none. Shorty got his part 1. So you know when
Good.
Shorty gets his part 2.
Oh,
The whole family gonna be a mess.
living it up.
They're gonna be like, okay, so when are we coming? I mean, we've already put our trip there on hold. Like, when are we coming up there? And I'm gonna be like, y'all can't come up in here. They're upset that they can't. Marlene's been mad for a year because she's already missed 3 visits.
Yeah.
And she's like, those are my babies. They're gonna forget me. That is so rude. I can't believe you would do this to me. I'll even drive. I'm willing to drive. You're not gonna let me drive. Girl,
Yeah.
the kids are not gonna forget you, first of all.
It's hard. It's hard not. I mean, Chris had a talk with his family the other day for the first time since August. It's just a big deal.
October, November, December. Wow.
Yeah. Big deal. And he for the first time was able to kind of like fully explain, you know, why we've made the choices that we had, and he said it was really productive. It happened while I was gone. But he was just like, guys, we would feel so irresponsible if we came into your house and we brought the children into your house, because, you know, even though we're masked when we go out and we're as cautious as we can be given the things that we've chosen to do, he was like, Quinn goes to gymnastics, she goes to school, the boys go to school, and, I go to work, Amanda goes to work, and how horrible would it be if we unknowingly brought it into your house and gave it to you? He was like, we can't, like, there's no way that we can make that okay. So until you guys are vaccinated, it's not something that we feel comfortable doing because we love you too much. And so this isn't about you. We're not trying to like hurt your feelings. This is just a choice that we've made, and not everybody's making the same choice in this family, and that's okay. Like, no judgment, but like, this is why.
And they were like, okay, we understand.
Finally, yes. Which is like a huge
they had
relief.
not understood this whole time.
I've caught, nobody's like said anything directly to my face, but I think that it's definitely been a bone of contention. I know.
Oh, they think it's you. Oh, they think it's you? Well, yes. Shit, it's me then, motherfucker. What's the lady on Game of Thrones? Tell them I sent you. Yeah, it's me. I'm over here keeping everybody alive. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah. And Chris even brought up, he was like, listen, he goes, Amanda still carries around like a lot of anxiety around losing Luca and how that affects like how she takes care of the kids and like how she's cautious about what she does with them. And he was like, you can't discount like that very real part of who she is now and like how hypervigilant she can be sometimes around, what the kids do and do not, engage in. So I think it was helpful. He said, he felt like he had been heard for the first time in a long time. So
well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And, they'll get vaccinated. Springtime will come. There will be some outdoor shindigs, and it's fine. We're literally 60 days away from spring.
Yeah. So it's getting closer. It's just, I was very strict. Like, we didn't get together. They all got together for Thanksgiving. We didn't go. They got together for Christmas. We didn't go. So we've been the odd man out for a lot of it. Mother's Day, we didn't get together. Birthdays, we did a couple outdoor things, but I'm not trying to kill my in-laws.
And that's really what the bottom line is. I remember it was Mother's Day or Father's Day. I can't remember which. It was sunny out. And my sister-in-law had people over at her pool. And we came with individually wrapped ice cream sandwiches. And privately, after, we brought the gift and we stayed half an hour, whatever. But the girls, I can't have my girls sitting looking at the pool. You know what I mean? Like, that's just mean.
It's torture. Yeah.
So, I remember privately, Jeff had contacted Justin. It's me. I'm Lady Olena in this bitch. And was just like, I really, that was not a good look. And I didn't really appreciate, how you guys only stayed for half an hour and didn't eat the food. Because they were household mixing and eating the food. And Justin failed to tell me about it until, like, in passing, like, weeks later. And I was like, hold up. What had happened now? He's like, oh, yeah, my dad called. He was upset about that day. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know what's upsetting about someone really caring a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
we care so much about you guys that we are breaking what we feel comfortable doing. We're coming. We're not going to engage fully, but we're still here in support of, but also, like, we don't want you to die. So I don't know what's wrong about that.
Right. And the thing is, I'm not going to die. Probably, maybe I won't die, but you definitely ain't gonna make it if you get this shit, So I was like, what's upsetting about that? And I remember Justin he was like, I just had to tell him, you have to pull out those anecdotes that you hear, well, this family got together and then 19 people got the COVID and it, sobers people up, but it's like, there's going to be a lot to reckon with post-pandemic on, like, the things you did or didn't do. And the feelings you hurt or didn't hurt. And I'm the whole time, I'm going to be with my head held high. Like, anyway, girl, I don't know. I don't know who you mad at, because I did what I was supposed to do. I did what you was supposed to do. So, I mean, I'm going to be insufferable and don't give a damn.
Oh, no, my dad's birthday was mid-December, and we were supposed to have him over for dinner. My sister's COVID protocols are lax. My dad's are fine-ish. But they got together on Friday night of his birthday, and they went out to a restaurant. And so then I had to make Chris call my dad the next day and be like, sorry, you can't come over to celebrate your birthday on Sunday because you guys went out and ate in a restaurant. After I told both of them, please don't go out to a restaurant. And then my sister was mad that she got Christmas seconds because my parents knew that they weren't allowed to come over and visit for Christmas if they went to see my sister first, given her lax protocol. So she was like, oh, I'm getting your sloppy seconds because they know that they can't come to see you after they've come to see me. And so my dad and sister both came over in a mask for about an hour to exchange gifts and visit and see each other. And then
they were mad about that mask.
You know what? My dad, he was like, we don't feel the same about it, but he gets it. He's like, I get it. I understand. It's okay. It's fine. And I was like, I have a gift card for dinner waiting here for you when you can, like, not be out in the world and you can come over and have dinner. I'm really sorry, but also, like, I don't want you to die, and you're doing enough on your own. So
I mean, it's bananas. It's
oh, it's tense. On Sunday I teach a class, and there was a little confrontation because one person had just come back from a trip, and the other one was like, so did you have a test? And she was like, I had to be tested before I could leave to come back to the States. And she was like, okay, well, I don't know what you're doing, or, but yeah, it was very interesting. And I was just like, maybe if everybody wore masks, then we wouldn't have to be so worried about.
She went on a trip and then came to the gym class no mask?
Yes. But she had just been tested before she left, and she got back at like 1 a.m.
I know, but she had just been tested, then got on the airplane with the COVID.
Yeah. I know. But she's also had one dose of the vaccine, so she's partially protected.
She should still wear a mask just out of common courtesy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
People hate a mask.
I don't go in your supermarket with my titties out. That's just common courtesy. It's just a common courtesy. Don't nobody want to see my tits, so I'm going to just put this shirt on right quick. That's what a fucking mask is. You know what I mean? Yeah. And also, like, we have no way of knowing who's been vaccinated. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been, how about no vaccination, you get a red rubber band on your wrist. You have one vaccination, you get a yellow one. If you've been double vaxxed, you get a green one. And that way, we can clearly tell who's who and what's what. But until then, I just got to take your word for it. International traveler, no.
No, I know she's been vaxxed because she does work in health. She works in a healthcare setting. So
That's even worse. So you're seeing the death? You have a front row seat to the COVID death? Girl, this has been... It's been a doozy on my judgmentalness. I tell you that. I thought before I was, I'm going to practice grace and I'm going to be compassionate and empathetic. And now I'm just like, everybody needs to go to jail.
Gavel emoji.
Just everybody in jail. I can't take it anymore. Maybe you'll get COVID in jail and you'll understand what really is going on, because right now you are not doing the proper protocols, and I don't like it. So we were supposed to talk about wife swap.
I was just going to say, I had a dream last night. In my dream.
Okay, Martin Luther, what was your dream?
Happy Black History Month.
Blackout. Okay.
No, I had a dream. Did you? Now I have to remember fully. I believe that you came here to Cincinnati, but I think I don't remember. I think you were like, we're not allowed to meet. So I can't remember if I like set you up with a friend to take you to do stuff, but yes, in my dream, you did come here.
Wow, and then you got me like a personal chauffeur. I'm gonna like take her to this place, and then I'll call you.
Yeah. So like if we truly like ever, this is ridiculous. We have to meet, but if we were like we're never ever meeting for the rest of our lives, and you came here, I do have a friend who's kind of like the Queen of Cincinnati, and I would designate her to be the one to take you around and like take you to the important things that you should see while you're here, and like feed you the right things and all that good stuff.
Oh, you already have a person assigned to me. That's good.
Mm-hmm. You would assign me Megan, because I think Megan would be your friend that I would get along with.
Oh, Megan would be perfect, but also, Megan's also going to be like, we're just going to Melissa's house. I'm not fucking driving you around. What the fuck? Like, you don't know New York. Nobody's driving around Long Island to look at shit. You want to take the train to the city? We can do that, but I'm not taking you to the mall. So,
are there things that Long Island is known for? Like, if I came to visit Long Island, where would we go?
Not a what's on Long Island? I don't want to fucking be here. Like, look, there's the water tower. Pretty sure there's cancer in there, so let's go over here. You know, and
are there things to do? Like, if you were going to play tourist in your town, is it a big town? Is Long Island big or is it small?
Long Island is huge, but there's nothing here. It's fucking Long Island. I'm gonna take you to I'm gonna take you to Old Country Road and be like, "There's our Trader Joe's, there's our Five Below, there's our Costco. That's the Staples that went out. Oh shit, no, that's the Office Max that went out. Oh, you want to go look at car dealerships? Let me just take you around this way. All the car dealerships right down here.
Do you have like? I mean, you have water. Are there beaches? Do you go to the beaches?
Yeah, we have those, but I'm not going to be assigned to that. I'll you know what? I'll set you up with Maria for that, because Maria has a boat and she can take you to the fucking places. I'm not doing any of that. We have. I mean, there's the Long Island I want to see. Would not be cool to you. You'd be like, okay, so this is the first house that Glassjaw ever practiced. I'd be like, yeah, look at that shit. You don't think that's crazy? You'd be like, okay, is this where...
Show me where Lindsay Lohan lived.
Oh, I'll show you where Lindsay Lohan lived. And where Lindsay Lohan lives is up the street from my first house, which has a pool in the basement. So that's a fucking, that's a sightseeing. And then we can peek in the window of the neighbor's house and be like, through these shades here, he was dead in that chair right there. So it would be kind of like a morbid tour. Okay. I would show you where Mary Jo Buttafuoco got shot in the face. Boom, that's the house.
100%. How about the Long Island Medium?
I don't know nothing about her, but I could research it and find out for you. I could show you where, I could show you the high school where they were, where the kids got in trouble because they were putting brooms in people's buttholes. I'll show you that school. Long Island is just, it's a fucking weird place. It's not. Yeah. We would have to go to the city. We would have a very city life, and you'd be like, whoa, New York is amazing. Because, we go eat the tacos at the fucking thing, and we go see the fucking bomb-ass, museum-quality furniture shit. We would, the ice cream truck, you're going to see Central Park because the way it looks on TV and shit. You're going to see fucking Trump Tower, and you're going to get to take your picture in front with the fucking fingers up. We're going to do that type of shit. Okay. Long Island? No.
I've been to Manhattan once. Chris has a godmother who lives in Cliffside Park, New Jersey, so we went and stayed with her and then just took the ferry over and traipsed around. And then we met up with a friend of ours from Florida whose sister lives in New Jersey somewhere in this like mansion, so we went and stayed at her house for a couple days and hung out. And then I was in New York for like 12 hours on a buying trip with a friend of mine for her store, and that is the extent of my New York experience. So,
you know what I'll do actually? I'll set you up with Justin Beck. Then you're going to get a New York experience that nobody else is going to give you, because Justin Beck is extremely judgmental about what's cool and not cool.
Is he going to make fun of me the whole time, though? I don't want to be with somebody that's going to make fun of me the whole time.
What do you mean? I'm the mean one.
He talks shit about me every single time he's on a live. Everything that I'm wearing, he always has commentary.
So is he a bully? Is he bullying you? Because I don't read that shit. He's usually bullying me too.
As long as he's like not making fun of me, then yes, I could do that.
Well, actually, if Justin Beck makes fun of you, that means he likes you. If he completely ignores you and it's uncomfortable and tensely quiet, you ain't it.
Okay.
So you're actually lucky.
So maybe it's okay. Okay.
Because I've had friends years at a time be like, your husband was just nice to me, and that made me very uncomfortable because usually he's making fun of my outfits, and today he said I looked great, and I want to know what's going on. I have a friend, Denise, and the first time he was nice to her was like her fucking wedding day, and she was like, ew, let's not do that.
I had to look up that Eddie Murphy movie to understand what he was referencing by my beanie and my robe the other night, because I was like, I don't even know what he's talking. The Golden Child.
I told him, he actually made a meme, sat there and edited it on his phone, and he made a meme out of me and you. He put you on he made a whole phone call. He put little tiny bubbles in the chat and everything. And I was like, do not send her that. Do not. He's like, just text it to her. I was like, I'm not. He took the time to Photoshop your face in the Eddie Murphy outfit. And then on the bottom screen, he put Cassie. And he's like, because you always think you look like her. And it looked like Alive, but it was Justin Beck style meme. Okay. And he's like, you fucking don't want to send that to her? I was like, Justin, I think that you should maybe not be in the lives anymore. He's like, what are you talking about? Everybody loves me. I was like, I don't know if they love you. He's like, dude, they're fucking sending emojis when I talk. So I think he thinks he's the star of the show.
You're going to have to put it in the close friends Instagram story so I can see it.
So... yeah, you should be happy. Yeah, if he doesn't make fun of you, you're out of here.
Okay, well, then I guess I feel better.
No, Denise and I used to work together. And he would come by and bring us Starbucks or whatever. So even that was a kindness. But she would be suspicious. She'd be like, And then, he'd be quiet. He'd be sitting in his corner, and me and Denise would be doing our work. She had her nails on, clickety-clacketing, clickety-clacketing. And one day he just bust out this drawing, and it was her, clearly her. And she had camel toe, and she was roller skating at work. And he was like, yo, I made this drawing for you. And he just, walked over to her desk and put it on her desk. And I was like, dude, this is a work environment, and I'm the boss. This is HR problem. I could get in trouble. He's like, what the fuck could you get in trouble for? I'm like, you drew a camel toe on my female coworker. And she was like, oh my God, I love it. She loved it.
I would be upset.
Oh, she loved it. She's like, this is amazing. And she happens to have literally the
camel
most. Toe? Oh, she always has camel toe. But she's a juicy bitch. She looks amazing. I think she's 46. This bitch looks 32. Mm-hmm. Body is dumb. Banging dumb. Titties up. Yeah. Curls. She's half Puerto Rican, half white. So she has these light green eyes. And she's a dental hygienist, so her teeth are just sparkly white, beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's one of my girlfriends who's really, really pretty. But she also has an extremely loud laugh. And not just the joke has to be really fucking funny. No. She laughs extremely loud at everything.
Yeah.
At everything. And so the first time Justin met her, I had to tell him. I was like, Denise laughs really loud. It's okay. It's part of who she is, and we've actually grown to love it. And so the first time Justin experienced her laugh, he's like, yo, what the fuck? So he saved her in his phone as loudest laugh ever. I was like, you can't. With the picture of her roller skating. And she loved it. And now it's it's just a thing. We know that about Denise. And so if he's nice to her, she's
suspicious.
She doesn't like it. Actually, we threw a baby shower for her. And he did plantings. He was in the yard landscaping for a week in advance. The house was pristine, beautiful. There was an entryway. It was just gorgeous how we had it set up. And for her baby Cooper, and we called it Cooperella. So there were tents outside, and
cute.
It was very cute. and there was catering. Her friend catered it, and everything was just bohemian chic, whatever. And you know, Justin was going around adjusting lights and picking up cups and napkins, and you know, just kind of in the way or staying out of the way.
Yeah.
And she pulled me aside and was like, "What's going on here?" I was like, "It's your fucking baby shower." And she was like, "He did all these plantings?" I was like, "He did all these plantings." She's like, "It's fucking gorgeous out here." I said, "Yeah." And she was like, "It's like he likes me or something." I was like, "Dude, we clearly love you. We're hosting your baby shower at our house. Like, what are you talking about?" She's like, "It's so uncomfortable." So, mean Justin Beck is the best Justin Beck.
Okay.
Shit, he makes fun of me every day.
That's different, though. Right?
Bitch,
Like,
every time you and I have a disagreement, he literally takes your side without even having heard mine. So, I'm pretty sure you can handle getting made fun of by Justin Beck.
okay. It's just like when you don't know somebody, you don't know if he's like truly like, who's this fucking white lady from Ohio and why is she?
Oh,
here
he's
on this
probably that
podcast?
too. He's probably that too. He's starting to get to know people in the fucking
I love
chats.
it in the chat. Yeah. When I saw Asha today, she was like, I didn't realize that, like, she's like, that was really funny, that live. And I was like, oh, it's like that every single week. I said, there's usually like Victor comes in, Matt comes in. I was like, there's a whole cast of characters who regularly contribute. It's an event.
Hello. JJ's up in there. Lisa's up in there. Megan B up in there. It's an evening.
Yeah. We had 145 people in total pop into that live last night.
We did? Ooh, don't tell me that.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was
yeah,
it
I was
about
surprised.
dick pics?
Dick pics. Yes. We talked about cooking.
Yeah, they were really upset about your metal spatula.
I don't understand why.
Because
I'm not scratching. It's just stainless steel.
Well, one time I put a pat of butter in a pan with a butter knife, you know, and then I put the butter knife gingerly on top of the pat. Yeah. And my friend Jenny was like, "Ooh, that knife though." And she was really upset.
Really?
And so that's where I got it from. Jenny's the one that told me that shit.
Oh, wow.
But it's a thing, apparently, because everybody's like, "Amanda, how do you not have a wooden spoon?" They were genuinely upset.
I have the silicone one. Somebody actually sent us to the DMs this, like, meat, like, chunker. I don't know what you call it. Like, a meat separator, a meat pound. I don't know. Some kind of tool that should help me break up my meat. So I'm going to have to put that in my Amazon cart and try it out, I guess.
Well, live it up now, because once outside opens, I don't know about, well, you already don't, but I will never cook again.
This morning, go ahead, Shira.
Shira was crying because I said I made an announcement. I will never cook again. She's like, "Does that mean we'll never eat again?" I said, "Not a home cooked meal, baby girl." She started bawling, and I didn't even go console her ass. I was like,
Well, this morning we had this. Chris goes and buys this really delicious sourdough bread from this place downtown, and we had some left over, and I was feeling generous, and I had the time, so I made homemade French toast for breakfast, and I put it on the table, and Quinn goes, "Did you make this?" I said, "Yes, I made this." And she's like, "By yourself, though?" I was like, "Yes, by myself." My God, you guys. Come on, I can do some stuff. I make a whole Thanksgiving meal. I can make the whole Thanksgiving meal.
Girl, that's one day.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not completely inept. I'm inept, but I'm not, like, totally.
I'm gonna become inept. I'm telling you that. Come January 2022, I don't cook anymore. Justin's gonna be like, our diets are gonna be so weird because we eat takeout every day. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I just got a note under the door.
Oh, okay. What's it say?
Mommy, when am I going back? How much more minutes? 4 minutes!
They were waiting right at the door.
She just needed to know when she's logging back in.
Oh,
The note is so cute.
let me see. Aw, right here. So cute.
But I love how she still made noise to come in here. and put it under the thing. Her schedule's literally on the computer. You can look at it and see. I told you, 12.over.35 is when you go back.
Dot over dot.
A lot of noise. So we were supposed to talk about a wife swap, and I started thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to work out how many times a day?
Okay. Well, let's see. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I teach. So I try to like sneak in a quick workout beforehand.
Hold on. You work out by yourself before you go teach to work out again?
On Mondays and Tuesdays I do, because the class that I teach, I don't actually participate. I'm just there to like run it. So I show them all the exercises and then I walk around and make sure everybody's good. Does that make sense?
Okay, so on this episode of Wife Swap, I gotta first wake up. What am I doing first?
Okay, so you're gonna let's just pretend it's a Monday. You're going to wake up. You're going to feed the dogs, let the dogs out, let them back in the house.
Oh, girl, it's already a hard day. We're just on page 1 of the manual. I'm already upset. Okay.
Coco, if it's snowed, if it's wintertime, Coco has not pooped, so you're gonna have to put her back in her crate until you can deal with her after the craziness is done. You're gonna start up the oven for the bacon and start breakfasts. The boys are already up and doing their own thing. So you're going to get breakfast going. When breakfast is done, you're probably going to have to go wake up Quinn. She might be up, but she just might be laying in her bed looking at her iPad. You'll feed them. While they're eating, then you're going to start to make lunches. So you're going to make everybody their little individual lunch and pack it up. You're going to fill the water bottles. And then once that's done, you're going to empty the dishwasher and then refill the dishwasher with the dishes from last night that didn't make it in.
Okay, so now we're gonna pause because in this part of the show now we've done a split screen and now we're back in my house.
Okay, so you tell me.
First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna wake up and you're gonna examine your skin. It's a problem again. What the fuck? Shit is still like that? Ugh. You're going to do a quick, not your big one that you normally do in your luxuriating shower. You're going to do a quick face wash, teeth brushing, flossing, all of that. And then you're going to apply just a lot of skincare to where your face is tacky and wet.
What time is it?
It's 6 a.m.
Oh, shit. Okay.
After that, you're going to go out. You're going to turn on the coffee machine. You're going to empty the dishwasher first. Nothing happens without that dishwasher empty. Nothing. Mm-hmm. The children are still sleeping. You're going to empty the dishwasher. After you've emptied the dishwasher, you can then get the stuff out to make the breakfast. But you're not going to make it just yet because then it won't be hot when they wake up. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get the stuff out to make the breakfast. You're going to make your coffee. Now they're going to start trickling in, and you're going to be like, hey, kids. Then you're going to check the dryer and the washing machine. Because if there was something in the washing machine from last night and you forget it, it's going to get that weird smell and you're going to have to redo it. And now we're annoyed.
It's all fucked up.
So we're going to turn the clothes over and then we're going to bring the clothes that need to be folded to the pile in the living room. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, if things were done right last night, the living room has already been reset. So your station for folding with the remote control charged for the murder shows so that you can fold is ready. The kids are going to come in. Now you're going to cook that food. You're going to cook a bacon and eggs. We're not using real dishes for breakfast. So don't go in my cabinets and shit. We're not doing that. We're not getting I just emptied the dishwasher. We're not going to load the dishwasher again. We're not doing that.
Okay.
So they're getting paper plates and paper cups and fuck the earth. I don't care. They're going to eat their breakfast, and while they're eating their breakfast, you're now going to go into the classroom.
Okay.
And you're going to set up all the Zooms. You're going to empty their trash. You're going to wipe their desk down. And then you're going to go and you're going to open your email, scour the teacher's name, find the fucking supplies they're going to need, and you're going to lay them out in the order that they're going to need them because she's 5 years old. She's not that smart. You got to set it up for her.
Yeah.
After that, you're going to check the Slack. Did Amanda write you anything? Anything you need to address for the podcast? No, not just yet. So You have a couple of minutes to breathe, but not really, because now you can either fold the clothes or you can load the pots and pans and shit that you just used and wipe the counters down.
Mm-hmm.
The morning cannot start until those counters are wiped back down and the shit is back reset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, continue now. Now we're back in your house, and I'm you.
So, so you've sent everybody off to go get ready for school. So they need to go get dressed. They need to brush their teeth, and they need to come back out. And like, if you're feeling generous, you've taken their backpacks off of the hooks and their coats and their hats and mittens and whatever they need, their masks. Everything is like laid out in a little station for them. You've taken their lunches and lunch boxes and placed them in their stations. You've gathered up any Chromebooks that have been charging. And this is when you start to yell.
I'm good at that.
Where are your socks? Why don't you have a sweatshirt on? What are you doing? Go back into the bathroom. Finish brushing your teeth in the bathroom. Did you floss? Have you swished yet? Why are you back out here? Turn off the computer. You shouldn't be watching YouTube right now. It's just a lot of that for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
I got that. Hold on a second. So
yeah.
When they're doing their morning routine and getting dressed and brushing their teeth and all that, I don't have to be in the area?
No, you don't have to be in the area because you are still in the kitchen. You are reloading the dishwasher so that it can run when you get ready to leave the house. So you are taking care of what you need. If there's laundry downstairs, you got to run downstairs, move it over real quick.
Okay, but wait, I'm running the dishwasher and it's not full? That's allowed in your house?
Oh, no, it's full because there's probably a sink full of dishes from the dinner that Chris has made after the dinner for the children has been made.
Oh, no, baby. When do we start arguing with Chris? What time in the morning are we doing that? Because you're not leaving them dishes overnight.
Yes, there are dishes from last night.
Oh,
that
ma'am.
Didn't fit,
okay.
That didn't fit in the dishwasher.
Oh, and we didn't get the hand washer materials out?
Oh, no, the cast iron skillet that he used the day before, that shit's still in the sink. So now you're going to have to hand wash that again, and you're going to bitch about why you bought him that for his birthday, trying to be nice because he really wanted a cast iron skillet, but he never fucking cleans it himself.
Okay.
Period.
I can have that argument. Yeah, baby, he's going to hate me. Okay.
And so then you're going to get them all out the door. If you're feeling generous and you've had the time, you've gone out to start the car to warm it up. And then you're going to get them all into the car, and then you're going to drive them to school, and you have to drop off Lennox, but instead of waiting in that long-ass drop-off line, you're going to park and walk him because it's fast.
Fuck. Okay.
The line is really long now.
Okay.
So you're going to park and walk him up. You're going to have to give him a kiss and a hug and then say, I love you like 15 times as he's walking into the front door. Then you're going to get back in the car. You're going to go across the street, drop the other two off. And then because it's Monday, you are now going the back way to work so that you can sneak in a workout before you have to teach. And this is like 8:54. So now where are we with your day?
Okay, hold on just real quick. When I'm going, I'm getting to the gym place to work out. How long do I have to work out before the class starts?
So if it's a Monday, so now you're really there early Monday. I kind of gave you my Tuesday schedule. So we're just now going to pretend it's Tuesday. So if I get there like at 9:05, 9:10, I have 45 minutes to sneak it in and get prepped for class. So it's a fast one.
Okay. So now you're, ooh, girl. Okay, so now you're back in my house.
Mm-hmm.
The kids are done eating their breakfast. We've thrown away the plastic or the paper goods. We've wiped the counter down. Now you're going to supervise a morning shower. A morning shower, we're not washing hair. We're washing our face and our body, getting the washcloths together. And Shira and Maja do that together, but I supervise. And for Shira, we let her fuck around with soap. Mm-hmm. But really, I'm going in there, and I'm going in there, and we're cleaning the cracks and the bits. And while they're in the shower, we're going to brush their teeth.
Okay.
And give them mouthwash.
Okay.
We're going to take them out. We're going to dry them. We're going to dress them. I demand neat, high ponytails. Mm-hmm. And also Aquaphor on their lips, lotion on their bodies, and then I also spray them with the blue spray.
Okay.
We're going to get dressed. They can wear comfortable clothes. Cannot be pajamas. They can, but they've got to be warm and comfortable because the classroom is kind of chilly. Now, for Shalom. Shalom is her own person. She wakes up on her own. She starts school on her own. She's been delivered her breakfast. So when you fed the girls, you delivered her breakfast to her room. After the little ones are dressed, you're going to go in her room and you're going to collect the dishes. And you're just going to make sure that she's not fucking around.
Okay.
Then you're going to go back to the classroom. For Shira, you have to do 2 math worksheets with her before school so that she can get in the school mode. She's got to get into school mode. And then for Maja, she's got to do math homework. She doesn't have to do her homework at night. So she does her homework 20 minutes before class starts. So she's got school on the mind. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to get the laptop out and start doing podcast shit.
Okay.
Also, your coffee's cold now, so you have to warm it up and have it.
Yeah. Well, you drank your coffee in the car on the way to do school drop-offs. It's cold by the time you get to the elementary school, but you're going to drink it anyways because you treat it as a pre-workout on the way to the gym.
Oh, so you don't eat breakfast?
Usually, most mornings, no.
Oh, I'm not going to make it. Ooh. I eat what my kids eat. Okay.
Oh no, I don't have time. So you've sat down to work. Okay, so I have gotten in a quick workout.
Hold on. When you sit down to work, you're in the classroom with the laptop. You're sitting in the classroom with your headphones on, by the way.
Well, but my children are in school.
Oh no, I was talking about for me.
You're
in my kid's classroom. Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
Sitting there with the headphones on. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now you've worked out. You've taught your class. It is 10:45. So if we have not recorded on Sunday and we have not recorded on Monday, you are hauling ass to get back here and change out of your sweaty clothes, wash your hands, sanitize your phone, let the dogs out again, set up your stuff, and then you're going to sit down and we're going to record. And then you need to make sure that you've left the house by like 1:25 so that you can go then sit in the line for pickup for kindergarten. You're going to pick up Lennox at 1:45, bring him home. He's got to wash his hands, put away his school stuff, get a snack. Then you're going to go downstairs and check the laundry, move anything that needs to be moved. And then this is when you get to take a shower and have lunch. You have exactly 1 hour to do all of these things, check emails, clean up any messes in the kitchen, because then you have to turn around and leave again at 3 o'clock to then go wait in the line to pick up Quinn and Bennett from the elementary school.
Okay. What am I doing with these dogs in this time?
The dogs are hanging out. They're just out in the house.
Okay.
They don't get put away unless they're, no. Okay. You might want to let them out to pee because it's been a few hours, but that's it.
Okay, so now you're back in my house. The girls have breaks, an endless amount of fucking breaks. We don't know why. But during these breaks, you're slicing fruits. You're getting cheese and crackers together. You're meal planning their lunch. So it's going to be, grilled cheese and sliced apples, or it's going to be chicken nuggets. It's going to be mac and cheese. If they want matzo ball soup, you have to plan that earlier because you got to make them matzo balls, and they got to get in the fridge for 20 minutes, and then you can make the matzo ball. So you're in the kitchen planning their lunch while they're in and out of their breaks. So if Shira has a break, you then have to send her to one of her stations. And by stations, you would have done this the night before. There's a painting station, a clay station, an art station. Or she can play with her kitchen toys or her Barbie camper. Nothing else. I'm very specific about that because I'm not cleaning up 10,000 different messes. Here are your 5 stations. Pick one, motherfucker. We're not doing no bunch of other stuff. Sometimes they're going to beg and they're going to say, well, can we watch iPad? And, some days you're tired and you're going to be like, I fucking fired that iPad up for you. Go ahead. I don't give a shit, but it better be quiet.
Put your headphones in.
Yep. So then you've provided the snacks and you've made sure that they're working at their stations and eating their snacks, and they're responsible for cleaning up their own snacks. Okay. Then after that, we're recording. So because you've prepared them and they understand their lives have been threatened, you need total silence. You then come back into my bedroom, you set up your studio, and you record. After you record, you wait for the other you, the real you, to send the file, and then you're going to sit there with your headphones on in the classroom and listen again. This requires a notebook. This requires really good listening, time stamping and a bunch of shit. It's you do it. It's a job. Throughout the day, Justin Beck is going to call you at the most inopportune times. So, right when you're about to start recording, right when the kid just, is having a Zoom issue, right when you've just gone down to the basement and reset the fucking Wi-Fi, he's going to call. And sometimes you're not going to pick up that call. And the few times that you didn't pick up the call, he's going to go into panic mode because he's a Jew. What the fuck? I thought somebody murdered you. And you're going to have to take that phone call now. You're going to have to calm him down. Nobody's been murdered. It's a pandemic. We don't leave the house. We're actually doing stuff. So while you're out there doing stuff, we're in here doing stuff. I know, but I was calling you. What did you want to call me for? I saw this meme. So you have to entertain my husband's phone calls. There's a lot of them.
Well, that's good because you can't get a hold of Chris for shit during the day. If you're lucky, he'll call you at lunchtime, but you don't have time to talk to him because you're in the middle of trying to get everything else done.
Oh, if you're lucky, there's a fucking shitstorm. The factory's on fire. If you're lucky, you won't hear from the motherfucker till 8 o'clock. But if there's nothing going on, like a pandemic, he just needs, a psychological mindset, some cheering up, then you're going to be on that call. Oh. How's it going? What the fuck? Just the place is on fire. Like, what can you do? So you're going to have those.
Oh, man.
You're going to have those conversations. You're going to be talking about, and you're going to have to entertain old memes that you already saw 2 years ago. You just have to pretend like you just now seen them. You know what? Oh my God, that sounds so funny. You saw that one? No, you fucking saw that one. Okay. So hopefully soon you're out of the classroom. 3-ish, that's over. Okay. You need to go down to the basement fridge and now start planning dinner. So you're going to get out the broccoli, you're going to get out the fucking salmon, you're going to thaw that shit, you're going to fucking plan that. And so any of the dishes that have been made throughout the day, real dishes, you're going to need to load as you go. And wipe that counter down. Also, when I wipe my counters down, my floor gets spot clean throughout the day. I don't like to be in here and my feet I don't like that.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
And you're going to have to wear house shoes. So prepare.
I can do that.
Okay.
Okay. I like a house shoe.
Okay, so now let's say it's 4 o'clock-ish.
Okay, so on any given night, at least one child has an activity. So you are either making sure that Quinn has what she needs to get ready to go to gymnastics, because now you're going to have to drive her, 25 minutes north to drop her off at gymnastics. If Bennett has karate, you got to get out the uniform, get his belt tied, get his mask on. If he's going in person, get his water bottle and get him there in time. Then you're going to come back. And
hold on, when I'm taking the big ones places, what am I doing with Lennox? He's just coming with me.
He got come with you. Mm-hmm.
He's coming with me, but he's got like snacks and shit. He's gonna sit in the car. He knows the deal. I'm not gonna be arguing with him. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's a karate run, then they can both stay here because that's just up the street. So it's like a 5-minute drive. He's fine. So now you have a string of hours, usually like 2 or 3 hours between activity time, post school, and dinner time to fold laundry, do like a full clean of the kitchen. So you've got to Swiffer the floor dry, then you've got to vacuum the floor, then you have to go back through with the wet Swiffer.
I'm on it.
And wet. Okay.
I'm on it. I got it. Don't even trip.
Counters get cleaned.
Bitch, I got this. I'm wiping the doors
dishwasher.
down. I'm doing all that. I'm a bitch. Your fridge about to be clean too. I got it. Don't worry about me in the kitchen.
Dishwasher has been emptied so that it's ready for the night, like the lunchbox dishes and the snack dishes and the dinner dishes. Somebody's got to go down and check the guinea pigs and make sure that they have what they need.
Oh, so you didn't say
But
nothing
Quinn
about them
takes
other
care of that.
animals.
Quinn's responsible.
Okay.
So she has to go down. She has to take them their vegetables. She's got to check their hay, check their pellets, check their water. If the water needs to be refreshed, she's got to come up and clean it out with soap and water, put the vitamin C in it, take care of that.
Ooh.
The dogs have to eat. So now you got to feed the dogs, give them fresh water. They got to go back out to poop again.
Kill me. Okay.
So let them out, and then you've got to figure out what the fuck you're going to make them for dinner. So you got to look at the list on the fridge and see what Chris has written down. And then sometimes you're like, fuck it, it's just chicken fingers and French fries tonight because I don't have the capacity to make an actual meal.
That's fine. I can do that too. I'm going to run them up the street to Chick-fil-A?
Oh, no, we have it in the fridge.
Okay. I can do
You
that.
don't have to leave the house.
I can do that.
Yeah. So then everybody needs to get showers. The boys you can usually shower them together, but sometimes they don't want to and they want to go separately, which is fine. So you'll want to get them in there and then make sure that you're policing, that they're cleaning the right bits, that they're washing their hair. Bennett loves to take the iPad in the shower and just stand there and watch a TV show while the water just runs, and you walk in there 10 minutes later and you're like, why the fuck is your hair dry? Get your head. You have to take the iPad out. You get your head under that water. I want shampoo in your hair. I want soap on your body. Stop wasting this hot water. Get clean and get out.
I'm not supervising their shower. I'm just telling them to go do it.
Yeah, but you're walking back there every few and checking in, because Lennox also likes to turn on the stopper in the tub and then play in the tub water while he's in it. So it's just really like they are capable of cleaning themselves, but it's really just a lot of like going in and checking and making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, because they'll play.
Ooh, okay.
And then once they're clean, then you got to make sure that they hang the towels back on the hooks, because they love to leave them on the wood floor. So get your towel. Okay, now we're gonna brush our teeth. We've got to floss. Lennox needs his special mouthwash because he's prone to cavities. So you got to make sure that he gets his special mouthwash and he swishes for at least a minute. You're gonna floss his teeth. Bennett can do his own. Quinn can do her own. She's pretty self-sufficient. You probably haven't seen her since she got home from school today because she's been holed up in her room.
Okay, good. I got that. I got one of those. Okay.
Okay. So then right around like 8 o'clock, they'll want to sit down and watch a TV show, which you'll oblige. You'll sit on the sofa together. You'll watch whatever dumb show they want to watch, or you can lay in the bed and snuggle. And then you'll take them into bed at around 8:30. You've got to heat up the boys' little stuffed animals that you put in the microwave, and they have like beans in them and they get warm. Bennett is going to pee about 50 times before he finally goes to bed. You're going to ask Alexa to play Story Pirates, which is their podcast that they listen to before bedtime. You'll tuck them in. You'll give them all the hugs, all the kisses. You will spend entirely way too long trying to get in there. You'll finally leave the bedroom. You'll heave a huge sigh of relief, come sit on the sofa to like watch maybe 20 minutes of a show. And they'll both be back out of bed in the kitchen asking for water or more hugs, more kisses, have some dumb question about something that's totally unrelated to bedtime. And you'll probably repeat that 2 or 3 times before they finally go to bed.
Okay, I can do all that. That sounds, I got it. Okay, so what time is it in my house now?
So we're looking at that like 4 to 8 o'clock.
Okay, so the salmon is thawing. The kitchen is prepared.
I don't know how to cook salmon.
Oh. I'm going to leave you the instructions. It's garlic, salt,
Okay.
and pepper, and butter, and lemon, and minced garlic in the pan. But I do have protocols. So we don't do fish smells in this house. That's not happening. You're going to need to turn on the exhaust fan thing. You're going to need to open the other fan that's on the stovetop. you push a button and it comes up from the underneath. You need to turn that motherfucker on too. I like to also crack open a door. Then I have shoji screens on either side of the kitchen. I want all those closed. And when I yell, close the doors, you're going to yell, close the doors. The children will go all around the house and close all the doors because I don't want smells seeping into other rooms. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because salmon is stinky.
Yeah. Well, I have a way to make it not.
Okay.
So then when you're cooking it in the pan, you're going to make sure that pan is covered at all times. And then you're cleaning as you go. So by the time you're done cooking that salmon, there's nothing left to clean because everything's already in the dishwasher ready to go and loaded up.
I got that. I love that.
Yeah. I don't like it's clean as you go up in here. And so
yes,
because it's salmon night, you're going to need to also find all the white towels, bedding, whatever else that needs to be washed, and you're going to do a bleach load because it's salmon night. It helps somehow. Okay. So in the morning when you wake up, there's no salmon smell. It's like it never happened. Yeah. So the whole kitchen's got to get cleaned. I'm talking about floor, spot cleaned, hands and knees, Murphy's oil soap, all that after salmon. Okay, so you fed the children. Shalom needs to get her monkey ass in the shower. You done told her already 2 and 3 times? Tell her again. She needs to get her monkey ass in the shower. She needs to get it done before you get back there to bathe the little girls. So she can do that. You won't see her. And also while she's back there, she can also put the clothes in the dryer and make sure she empties the lint trap. And then she can bring you the other clothes that you're going to fold later tonight. The little girls now need to have their shower. Now, I don't let them do it by themselves. You're washing their hair. You're conditioning their hair. They're both getting oatmeal mask all over their bodies because they itch at night. And then rinsing them, all that. You're going to get them dressed in their pajamas. The teeth are brushed. Aquaphor on the lips. Lotioned within an inch of their life. I want now low buns. They sleep in low buns. Because I don't want the hair flying around everywhere, and now we have knots in the morning. We're not doing that. Because remember, they have their morning shower, and there's no hair washing, so the hair should not be flailing around all night. Fresh pajamas, they're going into bed. Now, they're not going to be sleepy for a minute. What, it's like 7 o'clock-ish? Because their dad just got home. Now he's going to rile them up. He wants to hang out with them. He wants to play with them. Come on, girls, come over here. Let's hang out. So when Justin Beck gets home, you need to be a cunt on wheels. I'm sorry, what are these clothes? What's happening here? Are you going to take these clothes off? These COVID clothes? I don't know why that COVID jacket is up here. Put that COVID jacket downstairs. You're going to go through his pockets, and you're going to make sure that old, junky, dirty masks, because he just put the mask in his pocket and you're going to replace that with real masks. So that when he goes back in his pocket, he has a fresh mask. And you're going to demand that he takes a shower. He can't be lounging up on the sofas and shit with COVID clothes on. We ain't doing that. Okay. So he's got to take a shower. He's going to eat. His food, usually I put it in the oven, 170, and he can just get it out and eat it when he gets in the house. And then you're going to be sitting down. You're going to fold some clothes maybe. You're going to listen to the podcast again. You're going to get back to your editing work, whatever. And it's now dark and it's quiet. And now Justin Beck wants to hang out. So you got to hang out.
What does he like to do? Just like watch TV?
Well, he's going to say pick a show. You're going to pick a show, and then he's going to say that show sucks. So
I don't know though. I think we like the same shows.
You guys are going to watch. You're going to watch, not watch a show while you're both talking or whatever. Okay. And then I'm going to spare you. You're not going to have to do this on Wipes Off. This is way too intimate. But you might have, you would have to normally in regular life rake his back with a shish kebab stick for like 30 minutes. It's really annoying, and really you could be folding the clothes that are staring right at you. Right. But you're going to be raking his back with a goddamn shish kebab stick like an asshole. But your kitchen is clean. Everything is done. I usually like to check to make sure there's an appliance running. I call it appliances running. If appliances aren't running in the morning and they're not running in the evening, the day is not going very well. Yeah. We're getting behind. Things are not happening. Now, the little girls, they're going to want to watch, their little YouTubes, whatever. They can do that for a little while. Then the iPad's got to get charged, and we say, go to your room. You got to go to your room. I don't care what you do, but you got to go to your room. They don't have to go to sleep, but the lights need to be off. They can watch the projector for a little while. Usually they're like, Mommy, can you cuddle us? So now you got to lay in the bed with the children and hang out. So you're going to be watching YouTube shows, whatever they are. Dumbass ones, too. And, you know, you might get involved. Sometimes I get involved and I'm like, so wait, they say in the Chuck E. Cheese is haunted? And the children are going to be like, yes, Mom, oh my God, pay attention. So you're going to be laying in the bed cuddling them. Now, Shira also likes her back raked. So now you got to rub her back. You got to give her chills on her back. And you might fall asleep back there. So you're not going to make it back to your area till about 10 o'clock.
Well, my boys also like to be laid with in their beds, but I fall asleep every single time. And so it's like most nights I have to be like, guys, I can't because I will fall asleep. And then that fucks up the rest of my night.
Oh, yeah, I fall asleep back there all the time. And then wake up to a bunch of texts of Justin Beck harassing me with, you know, eggplant emojis and peach emojis. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm back here sleeping. Oh, yeah. So we have basically the same ass lifestyle, except you have animals and work out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was so bad. Bennett was so insistent last night. And usually I don't eat dinner until after they're in bed. So I usually am not eating until 9:30 because I eat with Chris, you know, later when he comes home. And so I'm like, buddy, I was like, I want to go eat my dinner. I've got masks because you got to wash the masks so that they're ready and dry for the next day. They got to be hand washed. So if I fall asleep in that bed, the masks aren't getting washed.
Oh, it's over.
I don't get to eat dinner. It's a wreck.
Oh, and my Shira and Maja's bed is a good ass night's sleep. I be in there sleep because I turn that projector off. Justin sleeps with the TV on, so I can't sleep in the room that he's in.
Oh,
I can't have a continuous sleep.
I sleep with the TV on, but I turn the timer on to go off.
What?
I've always, ever since I was a kid, I had a small TV in my room growing up, like as a teenager. Yeah, I've got to have that noise.
Justin Beck too. I cannot stand it. So every now and again, you know, I'll have fallen asleep, but then, you know, because he's watching movies about fucking lichens and warlords and fucking grenades and shit, and it'll just wake me up, and he'll be asleep, and I'll be furious.
Oh. Last night, Chris and I both fell asleep on the sofa in the sunroom, and I don't know what time I woke up, but I moved off of the couch, and I woke him up, and he was like, because I turned off the TV, he was like, hey, what are you doing? I was watching that. I said, okay, tell me what was on the TV. It was like animals or something. I was like, it's a fucking documentary about JonBenet Ramsey. There's no animals on the TV.
Why did they always say I was watching that?
I don't know.
You weren't watching
he was
that.
mad at me. No. He was sawing logs, and this morning he was like, why'd you leave me on the sofa? I said, we had a fucking conversation about what was on the TV, and I told you, get up, we're going to bed. And you went right back to sleep, so it's not my problem. I tried.
Okay, stranger friend, we have the same life. Because there is sleeping on the couch, and then Justin will sit up and be like, babe, let's move to the bed. And I'll be like, 1 second, just 1 second. Because I'll be getting that good sleep. Sometimes that couch sleep be good as fuck.
Oh my God. I love the sofa in here. I love sleeping on it, especially like I'll turn on, we have like a little baseboard heater because the sunroom can get a little cold. So it gets warm. I've got blankets. I've got robes. Oh,
okay. So in your room, you keep blankets by the couch. Same. Couch blankets.
Yes. A million couch blankets.
Yeah. And then they get folded and shoved behind the couch in a big basket.
Oh, I drape mine over the corners, so like 2 blankets go on one corner and 1 blanket goes on the other.
Oh, they all get folded up. So see, remember when I said you're going to have to reset? So sometimes if we've fallen asleep on the couch ain't getting reset. So you go in the room, whatever, but in the mornings after you empty the dishwasher, you got to real quick reset the living room for the day.
Same. You might have to pick a couple like Coke Zero cans off the coffee table. There might be, I don't know, like an errant tiny plate that somebody put like a dessert on. Yeah, same.
Oh, yeah.
And this can be easy.
Oh, yeah. It's just my life, except for the working out part. Yeah.
And cooking.
Yeah. And I don't have animals, so you'll be freed up. Now, throughout the course of the day when all of this is happening, there's never any free time, FYI. So while all of this is happening, you also have to read all the articles and essays. So
to run shut-in outfits?
I mean, there's a lot of research and a lot of reading. And also, when that's not happening, you also are in the middle of 2 books. So you're reading Michelle's book and Barack's book. So you just got to pick one. So each day you're reading, 20, 30, 40 pages of each, and then putting them down and then doing other shit. So you have to find time for all this crap. And if it's a particularly productive day and you're not sleeping, so like say 2 a.m. you wake up and you can't sleep, you're going to sit at the computer and then you're going to write. So you don't sleep, basically.
Ew.
Yeah, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it.
I love sleep. So you're going to have to go to bed.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Either 9:30, 10 o'clock when the children do. Well, not the children don't go to bed that late, but like you're going to put them to bed. You're going to come out here and eat dinner, and then you're going to go to bed at a reasonable hour, and then you'll wake up at 6:30.
But when do you have time to read?
So I try to do it while I'm eating. So that's typically like my reading time I'll leave here shortly to go get Lennox, and then I'll come back. I'm going to skip my shower in this hour so that I can eat and read. But sometimes if I have like my graphic design work is like few and far between now, like it's kind of fallen by the wayside. So if I have a client, like I just finished up a website. So like all of my reading or like personal time was like spent building this website for this client. Okay. So you might have design work that you've got to like sneak in your little breaks.
Now, when do you have time to? Because also you have to. I have a robust texting relationship with all my friends, so there's also a lot of texting.
I do not. I don't. You're not gonna have to text shit. You're gonna have to text me because you're really the person that I text the most.
Yeah, it's a like I'm talking about screen time, motherfucker. You gonna be on it. So I text JJ all day, Jen and Claire all day, Lisa all day. Megan and I text. I'm texting with Marlene. Jess and Beck and I are texting.
Really?
Oh, yes.
No, you're gonna put your phone down here. You're gonna forget about it. It's gonna be dead. You won't be able to find it. You're gonna have to mobilize everybody to try to find your phone because you're not sure where you left it. Yeah.
Oh, no. You're going to be wearing a Mrs. Roper robe, and you're going to have Kleenex and Starburst in one pocket, and you're going to have the phone in the other pocket. And you're also going to have chargers up off in every room, because every now and again you're going to have to charge.
Nope.
Wow.
Yep.
See, I feel like texting is part of like, because I'm always writing in my head, so when I do wake up at 2 a.m. and end up having to write, like I can incorporate some of the stuff that just came up in a text conversation into the script or whatever. So like for me, it's like just exercising that writing muscle all day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But also, words are great. I love them.
Well, I think that this, this could work.
I could do this.
Yeah.
So you're going to trade animals and working out for, you're going to burn your retinas out reading. You're going to read, and it is like, because I used to be a type of person who, I used to get Newsweek to the house and read it cover to cover. Like,
oh, gosh.
A fucking actual old person.
Yeah.
So that's how I am with all of my, there are a few Substacks that I'm subscribed to. I'd be reading people's mediums and shit, like, and then there's, all of the articles, all of them. Wow.
Yeah, my reading is like pleasure reading. I get Atomic Ranch in the mail. When that comes, I need like a whole hour to sit with it, and then I'm going to sit with it again a couple more times. But yeah, it's just like pleasure reading books. I'll read the news here and there. I get on GoMe. I'll get on Reddit a little bit, but...
Oh, the only Reddit you're going to read is coronavirus Reddit. That's the only one that matters. You're going to read coronavirus Reddit. You're going to read the New York Times. You're going to read the Washington Post. You're going to dabble here and there in the Huffington Post, but this is just like, that's whatever. That's fun reading. Page 6, meh, that's fun reading. You'll scroll past that a few times. But then you're going to dabble in the books at the same time, and then you also have to incorporate some medical journals. We're reading those two.
Ugh.
Yep. And we're reading
my anxiety.
We're reading
You better
Politico.
have your weeds stocked up.
We're reading The Hill. Oh, all the weeds here. We're reading everything.
Ugh.
You're going to be sick of this. You're going to be like, what the fuck? What do I need to know more about this dumbass topic for? But that's the way the brain works.
We got to do this for what, like a week, 2 weeks?
No, like 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Your kids are going to be like, get this lady out of here. Why is she washing my scalp like this?
The boys were so upset this morning because I insist on doing their hair before they go to school, and they complain every single time. And so this morning, I was like, this morning was a rough morning. And I was just like, I'm not doing your hair. I don't care. You can go looking like a mess. And so then, of course, in the car, Bennett's like, I'm so sad. My hair looks bad. And I was like, you complain. Like, how? You can't have it both ways. So if you really do like it when I do your hair because you know it looks nice, then like, let's just not bitch about it tomorrow morning when I go to do it.
I'm going to do his hair. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
You're hurting my head.
Oh, yeah, we're not doing that. And he's going to be like, when that lady was fixing my hair, I moved in such a way. And she was like, why would you move when I have a weapon in my hand? And I thought that was a really mean thing to say. Okay, Justin Beck has been alone with the children for an hour and a half while we record this, and he's panicking. He literally had just texted me like, how do I get into the Zoom? It's right
Well,
there.
it's good. Make him sweat a little bit, but would you whisper?
It's right there. The information is right there.
All right, well, go save him. I've got to go pick up Lennox. I'm starving.
Okay.
I got to get home and eat.
Smack these together, wife swap. Bye.
Bye.
Well, stranger friend, if you made it this far, I probably don't need to remind you all of the places where you can find us, but just in case you are new here and you're curious, here we go. We have a website, www.imperfectstrangers.com. From there, you'll find links to our merch. You can listen to episodes. Here comes a child bursting into my room. It's always lively here. So go to the website, find links to everything. You can email us at askimperfectstrangers@gmail.com. We have an Instagram at imperfectstrangers_podcast. We're on Twitter at imperfstrangers. We have a private Facebook community where you can find like-minded stranger friends. That is linked in our Instagram bio. We have a Patreon. So in our Patreon, we offer multiple tiers to suit any budget. And the benefits there range from bonus audio content, Monday Night Lives, a monthly newsletter, and yes, your very own Patreon shout out. Don't forget, if you want to attend the party with us on the 13th, get your tickets by 11:59 p.m. on Friday, February 12th, so that we can get you your digital downloads and your Zoom link. In the meantime, don't forget to rate and review on Apple Podcasts. 5 stars, please. And subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. We are so thankful for this community that has built up around the podcast. And we just want to thank you for listening every week and for your support. Tell a friend the next time you see them. Maybe they could use a little imperfect strangers in their life too. We will see you guys next week with another episode. And we hope you'll join us on Monday for our Monday Night Live. All right. Bye.